doing his thing. He's going to analyze game number 1 and bring us up MVP.
Love you, Wolf.
Whew. Well, I love you too. Just like all the viewers out there, Edward, we are all amazed by Edward's performance in this game. 73% kill participation, but that ending push that he did going in for the jugular, as we always say, he knows how to win games, and even when they're almost losing the fights, almost losing the lords, he's still looking for ways. And this is also a very efficient management of resources coming out from Edward. You can see him utilize his flicker afterwards just to get out. Low HP, no more combo, goes to the mid to apply more map pressure. And this fight was won by Blacklist International, mainly because of Yue's ultimate. And obviously them isolating H2 once again. They get to another good rundown coming from Blacklist. Again, started by that echo from Yue that also allowed Haji to perform the Divine Judgment easier. Another team fight, Jome magically gets the Lord, and Omega also runs away with only losing one. Another jump coming out from Mr. Haji. But look at this. You see that Omega is looking really good when it comes to like the team fights. Even after losing H2, they will still try to fight. Edward tries to go for the recall, but instead decides, okay, there's a fat wave of minions down bottom and in the middle. I'm gonna take matters to my own hands, especially because Jom is already destroying their composition. Man. And obviously, we can see that it's never just about the emblems now for Blacklist International. But what I do want to take note is Edward went in for the lethal ignition because his job here is to eliminate the Valentina as well as the Claude. And the thing is, Omega kind of made it difficult for him to do that because of Rebo just always being in there. And by the way, Rebo went for focusing mark, typically picked up by Rafaela anyways, but it does help out when it comes to like poking Blacklist International. Weren't able to really see that in the early stages, but eventually in the end, they were able to do it. And now, of course, Blacklist International with this build coming out from Edward, going for damage build-up, only going for Immortality as the defensive item, allowed him to have access or maybe have threats to the backlines of Omega. Jome, 100% kill participation. Really played so well this game. Almost dealt the most damage, but in the end, it will be Yue with 102. And if there's a stat for like multiple or what, 80 or what, four or 5-man Astral Echoes, I'm gonna have to give it to Yue. I think that nobody has ever done that with the Novaria.
Yeah, everything was spotted before it even started.
Game alone just skewed all of the Astral Echo stats. Let's award our MVP here. Playing for Blacks International. Wolf, what you got?
Should be Edward, right? But then again,
Yeah.
2, 2, and 5 after what? A massive, well, not really a blunder, but some mistakes that we saw from Edward. Game number 1, game number 2. But he well made out for it. Like, in a way, when he looked for H2, lands the one-shot combo with his item, Heptasis, Deadly Blade, then Hunter Strike, and Malefic Roar. With the Lethal Ignition, it was more than enough to go up against H2. Which kind of makes me think, why did Omega still force this jungle Nathan when we know that the Purify is needed? I mean, on top of the entropy that you have a way to naturally cleanse some of your debuffs, but it's evidently not enough. And look at the outplay from Ryota. He is him moment from Noe Makasa. Going for the flicker, then going for the jab for a little bit of an extra shielding. Then he goes for the solo kill on Edward, then gets the second kill on Sensui. Then we'll get another one on Oheb with the combo that he has. Double kill eventually, but 3 kills in the past minute. However, there it goes, Sensui being pushed back. And it was actually Haji just staying long enough and Jome being separated from his team that allowed the Blacklist International to eventually secure that Lord. And look at Edward, beautiful play from the backlines. Even Sensui and as well as Haji dipped back to that and didn't even need it. And another play, look at Yue as well as Edward. Again, Alecto through the base building takes out H2 and then ends the game for the side of Blacklist International. You can see that even with a scrappy team fight, Blacklist International appeared to have been showing signs of their past selves. But then again, like Leo said, and I think that many viewers have noticed, there's a lot of problems that Blacklist International still needs to fix. However, if you now translate that to Omega, this lineup, it looks good if it works, but it's just so difficult because of the fact that 4 out of their 5 heroes are done in a creative manner. Ruby on the gold lane. You have Nathan jungle, no Purify. You have the Bats in the mid lane, and then the Florid. Florid itself is always played in the roam role, but it's not a meta pick. So Omega just make it so difficult for them to win. It kind of felt like they're choosing the opposite of least path of resistance, or road path of least resistance. Yeah, whatever that
Yeah.
idiom is.
No, I
Yeah.
understand. Does make a lot of sense. But yeah, it feels like Omega needs to find a little bit more stability
Yeah.
with the fundamentals. It's great that they can make these creative ideas work. No,
Yeah.
they haven't gotten a win with it, but I mean,